Hey y'all, it's your girl Jay, coming back with another video. Um, with this video, I didn't have anybody that I specifically wanted to channel, but what I was guided to do was to, just play a little game. Again, sorry for the camera quality, the lighting, and the positioning. I really get into it when I'm, doing my job. So I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to put it in the front of my mind to flash up the cards. But I just want to play a game. And all this is for entertainment purposes only, you know. But those with ears hear and those with eyes see, okay? A minute exactly on the timer when I looked up. I already spoke to my team before I got on camera, but I do ask my team to, of course, protect the viewer's energy, whether they're here for, informative information, or it's a karmic, cross-watching, whatever. The view helps. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm sorry, but let's get into this. 144 as I looked up. So, like I said in my previous videos, I'm one of those who like to, test the waters, push the envelope a little bit. And I talk big-ish because I can back it up. 1 second. Sorry about that. So I want to play a game. So to my team, as far as myself, because I'm one of those, if I can dish it out, I can dish it in as well. The trolling, I don't do that. But as far as being honest about my ish thinking, I can definitely be honest about that. Nobody's better than the next man or woman. I only fear the Most High, not man nor woman. Anywho, am I on the Gov's list? Yeah. And why is that? Why do I have a bounty? So the powers that be watch me because of my divine gifts. What else do you guys, ladies and gentlemen, mind sharing with me as far as them watching me? They're powerless. Oh, whoa, hold on. They're powerless. Shattered dreams, insensitive, reluctant to move on, resistant change, and financial loss. With moving on at the bottom. Well, that was the 8 of Cups, sorry. I apologize. When I get into it, I just get into it, and I have to realize now that I'm stepping out onto the world stage, the internet. So there's other people who do know tarot and don't know tarot. So I do apologize in advance. I will definitely get better, because when I was learning tarot, I wish that a lot of these readers, went a little more in depth, but I do understand it's not a class, so coming soon. Does the big three, the government, the powers that be, know who I am? Yes, they know, but they act like they don't know. With yes, but inheritance and stuff like that, because I'm her. Judgment Day, they know exactly who I am. I'm the Empress. with emotional intelligence. I have the courage to come against the big people. What are they gonna say to me? They know I'm the wounded warrior. I am the goddess of the ethers and down here. I am the baby of the universe. I had a choice, and I made my choice to reincarnate here, to challenge the devil, the big three, who prays to the Most High. The big three in his partnerships, because 1 + 5 is 6. Or 5 - 1, whatever, is the Emperor, the Most High. We all know that the devil mimics the Most High. The devil was jealous of the Most High. So, because I reincarnated here, okay, I had a choice in my past life to reincarnate here as an earth angel to defeat the devil. And I was the only one who took the job, but regardless of anything, now him and his minions are praying to the Most High that they ignored before. They didn't care. They ignored the Most High. Now they're praying. And again, I apologize for my camera quality and the lighting. Again, once I get the, the required accessories and get more lighting, it will be better. So thank you for bearing with me. And they sacrificed themselves. Now they have a different viewpoint. See, the devil will tell you that you're good all day long, but the devil is clever. Nobody reads the fine print. Nobody sees that APR rate, that ROI. So they sacrificed themselves. I'm talking about the big three, the Gov, the Illum, the Freeze, the Freemasons, all that. They sacrificed themselves. Now they're in a unique position, a viewpoint, because now they know they're going to have to dish out a whole bunch of money. A whole bunch of money. 1 + 3 is celebrating. 2 - 1, 1. They celebrated. They want to play magicians and celebrate and stuff like that, but they sacrificed themselves. That's one thing. How do people misuse the Bible for negativity, to indoctrinate people in religion, but then demonize spirituality when they're mixing the two for negativity, but then spiritual people have been a part and or used the Bible for good faith and have been fruitful, but they get demonized. So you're demonizing the people who walk with the Most High and get rewarded for it, everlasting rewarding. Well, everlasting reward, sorry. And the devil had a good reign for all these decades, centuries, whatever, and now it took a one-woman army to defeat a whole bunch of men. That's crazy. Look. 9 of Pentacles. Look. Sexy, single, self-sufficient, and the High Priestess. See? The devil already knows. The devil knows what's up. And then look. From 12 to 15 is 3. That's the Empress. So the Empress, along with the devil and the Most High, is coming to get their, they're coming to collect. And look, the High Priestess and my Holy Trinity, right? Going against the hidden. I wish the lighting was better, but this is the 3 of Pentacles. But if you didn't really realize it, because all the other pentacles, at least in this deck, are gold, so you notice them, but you don't. And the way how I'm being channeled is I'm taking the secret society and networks and underground, communities, spiritual communities for the negative down, because it's all about using your intuition and gaining higher perspective, higher consciousness for yourself to be abundant, that you don't need to rely on the government with their hidden fees, their hidden motives, their deceit, lies. Why are we paying them so much for them on the back end to be stealing stuff? So that's our taxes, the state taxes, the federal taxes, this tax, that tax. And now, while they're good, they're all saying, okay, let's do this, making all them laws and stuff, but they got hidden money on the back end. They're taking money while we're paying extra money in. And they look at us like, oh, they're fools. They misuse their intuition. They don't know that we're draining their pockets because they're giving it to us. Oh no, we're going to know now that you guys were passionately destroying us physically, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, all that. But I have the strength, thank goodness to my Heavenly Father and my bloodline, my lineage, to speak up against the corruption, against the deceit. And the Most High backs me because He doesn't stand for that. Oh, that peaked up, but there's one behind it. The Most High is always going to get the victory. 11 on the timer when I looked up. He's not a man of chaos and confusion. So again, He sent with a crown the baby down to tame the beast, because the beast was within. We've already healed that, thank goodness, because not everybody's born like this. You know, but nobody's perfect. First off, everybody's born with a fresh deck of cards, but unfortunately, when your family gets a hold of your Akashic records and gets a hold of your playing cards, they want to mess up your stuff, right? Isn't always like that? People will mess up your stuff but take care of theirs. And we all know people who don't take care of their own stuff too, but I'm just saying. You know, people will be quick to mess up your ish, mess up your credit, and then get theirs right and be stingy, don't want to co-sign. I'm just saying, you know? But the Most High and I, He's omnipresent. He lets me know. You know, we send communication. We be, you know, because I look at this card as a good card and a bad card. You know, depending on whatever. 12, 11, 12, 12 on the timer. But the Most High is ending the conflict. He's not a man of chaos and confusion. He's a man of unity, of victory, of triumph, of coming together, of oneness. He sees no black and white. He made everything beautifully and wonderfully. He's the master of all creation. He's putting an end to everything. The, you know, the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Eastern Stars, all the secret societies, you know? Because these are 3 cups, but these are 3 decent looking cups, so, you know, it has to fill a whole bunch of people. Remember Jesus turned the bread into how many pieces? I think it was over 5,000 for everybody to eat. So, the Most High is getting the victory. He's the one who created magic. He passed down the torch to me. We're both working together to end the corruption. They didn't want to listen to the Most High. They had their eyes set on what was right in front of them. The 3. 3 was better than 1. Look, a celebration. What is it like? What is it? 2's a crowd, 3's a party or something like that? That's how it's like looking. And now they walk themselves into poverty. While I've gone through the gang stalking, the humiliation, the exploitation and stuff like that, and the shoes that I was wearing in regret, asking the Most High for a way out, now He's given me a way out, and that's to help the whole world so they can help their family. And look at, with love, come on now, we're over here building generational wealth. We're gaining the recipe and tweaking it. Because, yeah, grandma's sauce was good, but now we got new seasonings. Let's just add a little secret dash or something. Because we run this. We're looking good. We're handling it. We're handling our business. We're handling our, like, we're on it. Generations passed this down. Wow, generations passed this down. This is ancient knowledge. Look at, from the King of Pentacles himself. I'll be right back. 15 on the timer.